Little does Dark Studios know I'm actually a very petty person, and I'm praying to God to take that away from me because it doesn't help anything to be petty.
Welcome to my channel. I hope you like it here.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm a singer-songwriter located here in Atlanta, Georgia. Hi, welcome to my channel. Let's address something really quickly. I was served. If you guys haven't seen my last video when Ursula, if you know, you know, tried to steal my voice, they loved my video so much that they went to YouTube Studios and filed a copyright strike on my video when they released non-copyright written music. If you guys don't know about YouTube policy, if you get 3 strikes, your YouTube account gets deleted. And I'm not worried about it because the way this person striked my account was with audio, their audio that they claimed that I took that I didn't even take. They just don't like being called out because they're See, I'm too nice. But Mickey here isn't, and he has some choice words for Ursula.
You wear that same nasty striped shirt every day, walking around smelling like a bucket of and Frito-Lays.
Calm down. That's a little too much, Mickey. With that out of the way, how do you guys like my straightened hair? I want my straight hair back, and I need to trim my ends anyway, so straight hair's back for a bit. And a lot of you know, as soon as we get to 1,000 subscribers, you guys get studio-ready music written by me. I'm so excited, so go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please click the bell notification because I'm hearing that if you don't click the bell notification too, you guys don't get notified when I drop my videos. And that would be a shame. Little does Dark Studios know I'm actually a very petty person, and I'm praying to God to take that away from me because it doesn't help anything to be petty, but I am very petty. I'm trying not to be that person.
When they sent me the strike, it actually exposed their real name and their real email address, and I began to write them an email, and I decided not to send it, and it's sending me.
But Mickey is rubbing off on me. I'm going to sing a really cute bop that is making its rounds on the trending tab, which is The Devil in Disguise. It's so fitting. This song is so fitting for the subject at hand with this copyright strike. I like this song, and it's a guitar song, so it really matches the vibes. With that being said, enjoy this cover by me, The Devil in Disguise, Marino. Mickey, can you give me a... Wait, hold up. Mickey, can you give me a... You think the devil has horns, so did I. But I was wrong, this hair is combed and he wears a suit and tie. He's nice, polite, he'll let you by surprise. The smile so bright, you'll never bat an eye. So she was in a hurry, that's when she saw him Sunday walking down the street. She dropped her bag and then it fell to his feet. He got down on one knee. He handed her the purse and gave a warning to her, saying, "Miss, you think the devil has horns? He's out tonight, walking around downtown, carrying a gun knife. He'll fight, you'll die, but you'll see him clear as light. An evil sight, you should know the warning signs." So then he walked her to his home, said, "A pretty girl like you can't be alone, because the devil, he will take all that you own and strip you to the bone." She thanked him twice and said goodnight and checked her bag, but nothing was inside. You think the devil has horns? Well, so did I, but I was wrong. His hair is combed and he wears a suit and tie. He's nice, polite, he'll catch you by surprise. A smile so bright, he's the devil in disguise. Okay. I tried to do the most. Covering that song, but I like that song a lot. Now let's get into, let's get into some unofficial business, which, sorry guys, I'm hot. Let me turn on my fan. For those of you who pay attention to my community tab, you probably saw that there was an ambulance in the photo that I posted. I'm gonna try to talk about it, not in too much detail because it would make this video hella long. If I'm not working from home with finance, YouTube, or my husband's e-commerce business, I am doing food delivery, and on my rounds on Friday, there was a man walking his 2 children home, and I saw him collapse on the side of the street. I'm positive they fully died. This happened with my father. If you guys haven't seen my video about my father, he passed in front of me the same way. So when this person fell out, I knew it was more than just, it was hot that day, but he had both of his children's backpacks on his back, and I just felt so compelled to reach out and call the ambulance. And you know, I'm in the middle of the Atlanta neighborhoods, and people are just passing by, and I couldn't leave. I just couldn't leave. And so for about an hour, I stuck around with his 2 little kids. They were such angels, and I just feel emotional talking about it. When I saw him collapse, I knew it wasn't normal, and I told him, listen, you need help? I'm gonna call the ambulance. Get in my car, and I'm gonna take you and your kids home. And another guy came and saw everything that happened. He was like one of the only people who were like trying to help out, because this is not a small guy. So after I take them home and call the ambulance, and you know, that's not cheap here in America, I stuck with the kids, I got them something to eat, and I was doing my best to stick around to make sure that the dad was gonna be okay. Because like I said, if you haven't seen my video before how my father passed that exact same way, I know what it looks like when someone's about to transition. Man was about to transition. And I told him, relax, and all he could say, all this person was saying after he literally probably came back from near death, was like, I gotta go back to work, and that hurts my soul so much. The world that we live in makes it that way. Like, you're just a machine, you're an empty husk to fill in this corporate machine. Like, it's terrible. And all he could think about, regardless of what he was going through, was how to put food on the table, how to turn on lights, how to get bills paid for his kids. And I don't know how with my tiny channel yet, but one day it is going to happen. I'm going to be able to give more than I was able to, you know, like yesterday. Maybe I'll be able to like say, hey, let's fundraise for this guy, or let's do something to help fathers or single parent households who are just running themselves to death, working themselves to death. He said he sleeps 10 hours a week. And I just couldn't imagine, I couldn't bear it, because literally that's my dad's story. And so he has a special place in my heart right now, and I'm doing everything I can to get my family involved. And it just so happens he has the same last name as my cousin. So I'm like, bro, you literally might be my cousin. So I'm not surprised. My family are rabbits, okay? They're rabbits. That's why I have no kids. That's what happened on the Friday, and it was so tense and traumatizing for me. I couldn't sleep for a couple days, really. But I'm glad that I was able to be there when they needed, when he was there falling like that. I'm glad that I saw him, that I stopped my car, even though I was in the middle of dashing. God kept it to where I didn't get any deliveries at that time. For the whole hour I was there with them, making sure everything was okay, and that he got his fluids and got back to his kids safe. I'm not going to give, obviously, this is private information. I don't have a lot to say about him and his situation, because, you know, it's private. But I do think if you are a praying person, pray for the people around you. Pray for the ones who you know are struggling and work and never really get time to relax and rest and cope. It's a dangerous world. That's a dangerous lifestyle. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for everything God has given me, and I'm willing to give back any way I can. And that's all I really have to say about that. I hope you enjoyed the Devil in the Skies cover. If you would like to hear more covers from me, click here. And if you'd like to hear songs that I've written myself, click here. Subscribe, like, comment, and click the bell notification. I love you. Bye.